Hey guys, wanted to do a quick review of my three 9mm semi-automatic pistols here and what makes a great firearm, especially a 9mm, which happens to be my favorite. I got about 6 things that I look for in a firearm. Go through them quickly here. Value, reliability, accuracy, trigger, ergonomics, and sights. We got the FNS9, the Canik TP9SA, and the Taurus Millennium G2 here. And again, a price point starting at about $400. I got the FN on sale for around $400. Usually they're $400 or so. The Canik was about $330, and the Taurus was about $200 on sale at Kentucky Gun Company, I believe it was. So anyways, $400. Sometimes more, sometimes less, but that's about my price range for a value in a firearm here. And then reliability. It doesn't matter if I get it on sale if it's not going to work. So again, my price point, I would say around 3. I usually wouldn't go lower than that. I found some other firearms around $200. The quality starts to go down very quickly. That's not the case with the Taurus. I've shot maybe 50 rounds through this, maybe more, and it's been excellent. Very reliable, very accurate at $200. I would say 2 is probably the lowest I would go for a price range there, but around $400 for my collection per firearm. Reliability, obviously, even at that price point, I want it to be very reliable. You know, I don't want failures to feed, failures to eject, failures to fire, obviously. So these have all been very, very accurate, very reliable. Accuracy. So it goes bang, but does it have a good, accurate grouping once fired? Obviously, the FN is a high quality, excellent firearm. The Canik TP9SA is excellent as well. And the Taurus Millennium meets all of those things. Very, very reliable and very accurate. I think I did a little bit better with the FN and the Canik. Obviously, you have a longer barrel, heavier firearm, but still got very good groupings with the Taurus as well. So value, reliability, accuracy, trigger. I am a trigger snob. Okay. No round in the chamber here. This is the Canik TP9SA, and the weapon isn't charged here, but that trigger, there's a wall there, and it breaks right there, and the reset is just instant on that. The excellent trigger. All the things you heard from Such and Hickok 45 and all those guys saying how awesome the Canik TP9SA trigger is. I think Hickok actually used the word heavenly. This is still my favorite of all these guns. I mean, I've had a Smith and some Rugers and some others, but this is just excellent. $330. Excellent trigger. The FN, I do like the trigger on this. It has the safety there, the articulated trigger, I think it's called, but unlike the Smith that has that swoop on it, it's very vertical, and I really like that. It's almost, you don't even really notice it's there, and it has an excellent pull, excellent break on that. The Taurus, not so much. I mean, obviously it's a $200 gun. You're going to expect a little bit of difference there, but this take-up, no magazine, and no round in the chamber here. It has a loaded chamber indicator as well. But watch this. You have, it is double action, so that's pretty cool, but you have this take up, and you go all the way back to the frame. Keep going. Not yet, not yet. Okay, we're ready. Nope. Break. Reset. Let me do that to show you that again, so you can get some air in between that there. Right against the frame. Break. So with this little trigger safety and that long take up, it doesn't quite work for me. But again, $200 for a 21 ounce concealed carry, 2 12-round magazines. You're not going to go wrong with that. But if you're a trigger snob, the FNs, the Canik TP9SA, this trigger will meet your expectations. So value, reliability, accuracy, trigger, ergonomics, fit in hand. Okay, this this Canik, see that V right there? That I noticed is one of the things I personally really like in a firearm. These grooves right here, it just goes right into your hand, and it's very smooth, very comfortable. It has the takedown bar. It serves in my use as a memory to come back up there in a safe place after a finger rest after a round is fired. The texturing is very good. It's I would say moderate. It's not minimal, but it's not aggressive. In my opinion, this is just right. The FN, however, is a little too aggressive. I don't know if you could see that, but it's like spikes. If you're into that sort of thing, it's a super aggressive texturing. And same with the Taurus. If you're in construction, as I am, and you run out of sandpaper, just grab your Millennium G2, and you could do some woodwork with that, guys. It's hear that? It's that rough. And again, some guys do the grip tape and the skateboard tape and all that, but not me. So that's a little too aggressive. The Canik is just right for me as far as the texturing on the grip. So ergonomics, just the fit in hand when you pick it up, is it very comfortable to shoot? Is it smooth? And pointability, like this back to the Canik, you grab it and it's just right there, and it's very pointable and very comfortable in hand. And lastly is sights. The Canik TP9SA here has very, very good sights. For some reason, these work very well for me. The 3 dots, the Glock 42. I have different style sights, obviously, but that is excellent as well. But again, the FN has the 3 dots. These are very good. Very good. Sight acquisition there. The Taurus, a little bit smaller, obviously, but it's a smaller firearm. Concealed carry, a little bit, I don't know if you can see that, there's a little bit of room in between there if you're a sight snob. But again, these 3 are excellent. The FN S9, the Canik TP9SA, and the Taurus Millennium G2. Again, this is the high 4, almost 500. This is the Canik's about 330, 3.5 something, and the Taurus is on sale now for like $200. So, which is the best 9mm with all of those criteria that I mentioned, in my opinion? Again, everybody's different, but for concealed carry, I would highly recommend this. If you have $200 and you want to get your permit, I would highly recommend this. Unless you're a trigger snob, I'm not keeping it. I know low capacity, low caliber, but I'm sticking with my Glock 42 for the carry. But the FN is excellent. A little pricey for me on the high end there, and this texturing is a little too aggressive. But again, that's just my opinion. And one more thing I didn't like about this, if you could see that there, is the slide stop, slide release. Everybody calls it something different. It has those grooves almost to protect the slide lock. Can't really see it there, and it's very subtle. The slide stop is very subtle, and those grooves, it makes it difficult for a one-hand deal there. Not a big deal, but again, the Canik has a longer slide release there, and you could do that one-handed very, very easily. Same with the Taurus as well. So, in my opinion, I am keeping the Canik TP9SA. This is in Desert Tan. $330, guys. It's just an excellent, excellent gun. Again, honorable mention, I would say Smith & Wesson, Ruger. Obviously, the Ruger 9E, I think, is about $300 as well. And I haven't owned that one or shot that one, but I've heard good things about it as well. And also Smith & Wesson is also very, very excellent as well. So, hope you guys enjoy, and be safe.